I'm Justin Liang. I'm the founder and CEO of Inspace. Inspace is a platform that allows the commercial property industry to host virtual inspections of their spaces. We enable people to walk through buildings through their device and make a timely and well-informed decision. Last month, we enabled over $1 billion in property transactions without people actually going to the building. Inspace has been providing property visualization services since 2017. But when COVID hit last year, we saw the real estate industry shut down. And so we worked with our customers to quickly build a platform that enabled them to continue to transact within 3 months. And since then, we've had over 90% of the tier 1 commercial landlords and agents within Australia put their buildings onto our platform. Inspace is solving the problem of physical inspections. It's very laborsome and time consuming to physically go and visit a building, and in the COVID era, often impossible. We've seen tenants spend over 30 hours looking through a handful of spaces and still not be able to make a decision. Our solution is you can sit on your couch, walk through a bunch of spaces, send a link to interstate or overseas stakeholders and get that deal done. A few recent examples of where we've helped our customers succeed using our technology is working with Colliers to sell the Woolworths headquarters out of Bella Vista, where we created a virtual walkthrough presentation, which was sent to buyers overseas who couldn't come here. And we tracked engagement of those buyers, and that asset was sold for $500 million. A similar example is working with JLL to sell the 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel and the Primus Hotel from Sydney, or with Mirvac, where we helped them lease a few floors in 55 Market Street during a very difficult time for the office market. Inspace combines a few emerging technologies. We've built a 3D proprietary engine which renders photorealistic building models in the web. We then leverage 360 camera technology to capture the insides of buildings, the lobbies, the floors, cafes, views, so people can walk through. And with the 3D presentation, once we put it online, we're capturing a lot of traffic. And so we're building an AI engine which converts that traffic into key insights for our landlords and agents to get deals done. The 4 million pre-series A raise for Inspace was done pretty quickly, although the relationships that we've been building with those investors has been over the past 18 months. And we knew some of the parties that were going to be very strategic for Inspace. David Shane of our innovation fund has built and sold his business for $1 billion. Lee Jasper for $1.6 billion. They're great entrepreneurs who've been on that journey and are heavily connected in the property world and into the US as well. The disruption that Inspace is creating within real estate is two-step. Just like Facebook moved our communication from offline to online, it's not that we can now speak to each other online, but we're now producing a lot of data that these businesses, advertising firms, platforms can now use. Similarly, Inspace is taking offline inspections online. And while that means people can walk through spaces, the true disruption is in the data that we're now creating. We can see who's in the market looking for space, what space designs are they interested in, and all this deal intelligence that historically our landlord and agents customers have not had access to before. And timely information can really make a huge impact when these deals are worth hundreds of millions, sometimes billions of dollars. Australia has world-class entrepreneurs that can not only build great technology, but can commercialize it at a global scale. While the capital in the startup ecosystem is increasing, a lot of it is in the later stages where it's used to back companies which have a lot of traction, they're a sure thing. And at that stage, there's a lot of global capital competing for that. We're experiencing that already. What I'd love to see is more capital come down to the early stages of a business where we can help more ideas boom and enable an entrepreneur to leave their job or to have the security to have a go. The world has a few challenges to solve at the moment, from cybersecurity to environmental sustainability to space exploration, and Australian entrepreneurs can really build companies that we can all be proud of.